Good morning, Stanford High, and welcome to this week's edition of Connection Time News, brought to you by The Roundtable. I'm Nicole Ware.
And I'm David Morero. We're going to kick off today's broadcast with coverage of the rally that took place in Mill River Park on March 24th.
The rally was organized by Stanford High students as part of a nationwide demonstration of the need to increase student safety. John Balanino has more.
On Saturday, March 24th, 3,000 Connecticut citizens flooded Mill River Park, led by students of Stanford and surrounding communities in the March for Our Lives, taking a stand on gun violence in light of the recent tragedy in Parkland. More than 30 speakers and performers addressed the crowd, the majority of whom were students from Fairfield County schools. Young activists, including representatives from the Student Union for Political Expression and Representation, SUPER, called for federal lawmakers to enact common-sense gun legislation.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Chuckus. I'm a junior at AIT, and I really came out here today because I'm passionate about youth activism, and I really want to make a change and a stamp because this is a terrible issue that's plagued our nation for so long, and it's just like, why?
Hi, I'm Geraldine. I'm also a junior at AIT, and I came out here to get my voice heard, and because I never again want this to happen, and enough is enough.
Other groups, such as the Mayor's Youth Leadership Council, Moms Demand Action, Women on Watch, and the League of Women Voters, lent their passion, memorializing the victims and urging the community to register to vote and make a change.
So 13 days ago, we all met at a church for our first Moms Demand Action chapter meeting, and at the end of the meeting, a few of us got together at the end and said, hey, wouldn't it be nice if we had a local march to support our students in our schools? And one thing led to another, and here we are, 2 weeks later.
This march coincided with marches all across America, most notably the one in Washington, D.C., in which high-profile student activists like Emma Gonzalez gave impassioned speeches with similar sentiments. Be quiet. Students from Stanford and across the nation are doing anything but.
Thanks, John. It's great to see the students stand up for what they believe in.
It really is. The most recent school shooting in Parkland, Florida has inspired a lot of young people to take action.
Definitely. Now on a lighter note, let's check up on SHS athletes.
Sounds good, Nicole. The roundtable sat with senior softball captains Dana Saricchio, Tony Ann Ferraro, and Diana Megarian about what we can expect to see this season.
I'm Diana Megarian. I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Tony Ann Ferraro. I'm a senior.
I'm Dana Saricchio. I'm a junior.
We've been having a winter league that we've been participating in for a few months now. We have been having batting practice with the whole team every Saturdays and Sundays. And we also do winter workouts every Tuesdays and Thursdays with Cap and Buck.
I think a lot of people are going to be counting us out because we lost 7 really talented seniors, and we have a new head coach, but I think that we have a lot of talent that people haven't seen yet, so we're going to be surprising a lot of people with what we have.
Definitely West Hill, I'd have to say, but we're definitely excited for all of them. Well, yeah.
I think ESPO was really great, but I think it's also good to have a fresh start every once in a while. And Misty has a ton of experience, and she's definitely up for the task, so I think it's going to go really well.
It's nice to be looked up to by the younger kids that are coming in, or teenagers, I'd have to say. but oh yeah, underclassmen. But yeah, it's fun. I'm excited.
Our job to set a good example for them. So.
All right, thanks, ladies. Now, before we move on to our next segment, we have a couple announcements for you. First of all, Stanford High is looking to start a spirit club for the 2018 to 2019 school year. If interested in participating, please attend the first meeting in room 710 today, right after school.
Okay, and if you didn't know, Stanford High has some great programs in place for our students on the autism spectrum. One of these programs is a new delivery service designed to help the students develop communication and money skills by running errands like letter mailing, grocery buying, and in-house services like hall pass replacement and delivery. So teachers, next time you need someone to run an errand, please think of contacting Patricia Ashley or stop by room 106 for more information.
And finally, a school art event called Fuerza...
Nicole, it's Fuerza Erwin.
Has begun. The idea is to raise funds in order to help Erwin Hernandez cover some of the financial costs associated with his accident. T-shirts are already on sale, while bracelets and raffle tickets will be available the week we return from break.
Okay, and now back to the fun stuff. You know Tugas in the main office?
Yeah, what about him?
Well, Roundtable reporters recently uncovered a secret passion of his, baking. Kara Grasso has more.
Okay, so today we're here to talk about your passion for baking. So can you just tell us a little bit about that, how you started baking?
My mom said, hey, you should try baking. So I did, and I like it.
How long have you had this secret baking passion?
About 10 years.
10 years? Okay, so what are some of your most proud baked goods that you've made?
I've made cakes, pepperoni bread.
What's pepperoni bread?
It's kind of like a calzone, but it's a long bread that you chop up into little slices, and you have pepperoni bread, and you dunk it in sauce. It's delicious.
Would you be willing to engage in a bake-off with Miss Forlenzo?
That's a little unfair because she's like a professional at this, and I'm not.
But you've been an extreme baker for a decade.
Not extreme baking. It's just because I like to bake for me.
Can you tell us a little bit about the baked goods that you've made for us today?
Well, yesterday I made cookies. They are Toll House cookies, but instead of just chocolate chips, they have peanut butter chips in them.
Wow. Alrighty. Thank you, Tugas. Any closing comments about your baking passion?
No.
So now we're going to take a look at a new club being started here at Stanford High.
That's right, Nicole. And if you're interested in politics, this just might be the club for you.
So let's check in with some students who are planning to start the Model UN Club here at Stanford High.
Isabel Suriel, what is Model UN?
The UN, the United Nations, is a group that tries to solve the world's issues in layman's terms. On a debate team, you wouldn't be finding a solution to an issue, you'd be arguing the issue. In Model UN, you would actually be finding real-world solutions that can be cost-effective and time-effective to whatever issues are going on in the world.
What was the inspiration for bringing this club into existence in Stanford High? Either of you?
Sure, I'll take it. So, Model UN actually already existed in Stanford High about 10 years ago or so, and it did really well. There was a conflict of interest, though, because a lot of the Model UN members also did debate, which caused a decrease in participation in Model UN and unfortunately caused the club to shut down. So Bella and I are both involved in the debate team, and our love of politics definitely helped to create the Model UN team and to bring it back to Stanford High.
For those viewers who are interested in joining this club, where and when do you guys meet?
So we meet Wednesdays after school, 2:30 to 3:30 in room 136, which is Miss Gutierrez's room.
Awesome. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
All right, that looks like it has a lot of potential for some intelligent discourse.
Some what?
Intelligent discourse? It means smart talking.
Okay.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Well, it's not like my mom's an English teacher or something.
True, but you know whose mom is an English teacher? Our new youngest reporter, Cal Gillen. Cal?
What's your name?
Danny Colazzo.
What classes do you take?
I take English, math, journalism, American pop culture, and study hall.
What are you doing right now?
I am making up some work for school.
About what?
For journalism, I have to write a couple stories.
What class are you supposed to be in?
I'm supposed to be in English, but I have a substitute right now.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
What's your name?
My name is Mrs. Downer.
What do you teach?
I teach graphic design, International Baccalaureate Visual Arts, and I also teach UConn Digital Media ECE class, and currently teaching yearbook.
Can I take this class as a freshman?
2 out of the 4 classes you can take. As a freshman, you can take my graphic arts class, and as a freshman, you can take... Actually, that's all you can take. The UConn Digital Media ECE class, you should probably take either your sophomore or junior year. And the International Baccalaureate Visual Arts program, you have to be in the IB program to take that. And typically, yearbook doesn't accept kids until their sophomore or junior years.
Wow, that was impressive. He's actually a lot more articulate than some of our actual reporters.
Yeah, I noticed that. For a kid his age, he's really got away with words.
Actually, that's a great transition to our next segment, because our reporter, Emil Sanchez, sat down with someone else that has a way with words. Stanford High graduate and up-and-coming rapper, Kevin George, better known as George Hancock. Emil?
What's up? I'm here with Kevin George, graduate of Stanford High at 2015. Tell me a little about yourself.
Kevin George, but best known as George Hancock. Graduated in 2015.
So one of your biggest songs, High Like This, that really blew up. It has 1 million streams on Spotify. Did that surprise you at all, or was that just something you were hoping for?
We just hit 1 million plays on Spotify just now today. Yeah, so 1 million today. After less than 2 months. So it's blowing up, you know, it's not really stopping. It's blowing up, and the success, it was surreal, but it was expected, because the team that I have surrounded with me is a pretty legendary team. Touring, I'm gonna do a tour in September, maybe like 200 to 300 people, sell it out, and you know, go Connecticut, New York, you know, LA, Texas, Atlanta, maybe Toronto. I have a lot of people in Toronto who really like my music.
So basically, on your Instagram a while back, you were explaining just what you've been through in music and stuff. And one of the segments and part of one of the little passages was a little bit about principal at Stanford High, Mr. Escobar. Would you like to speak about that?
Well, like, yeah, in the note, you know, I was just giving a little piece of my story, and I kind of just wanted people to know how I got to where I am, like, right now, which was in the last 3 years. I graduated class of 2015, and I kind of barely graduated, but, you know, the thing about Escobar is, like, me and Escobar had, like, this meeting, kind of like my second semester in my junior year, which was like the middle, and he came up to me and he's like, yo man, like, you know, your grades are like, I haven't seen this in a while, like your grades are just like it just like plummeted. And you know, and I was just like, man, I just want to be a producer. I know exactly what I want to be, and I feel like school, you know, school just isn't like, it's just not necessary to get to where I want to go. Do you really want to put all your eggs in one basket? You know, and that's what he was telling me. He's like, do you really want to just, you know, are you so sure about that? You know, because it's like, you know, you have good grades and you don't want to just screw all this up like right now just because of like some wild dream. And that really inspired me because he kept it 100% real. He didn't sugarcoat anything. And, you know, he gave me an opportunity. He's like, man, I got this tracer. And, you know, I took that to heart, and it really inspired me to do what I had to do at home to become what I wanted to become. You know, 5 years from now, I'll be 26, and I'll hope to have signed a few kids from Stanford who have that same passion in arts or film, whatever. You know, I just want to invest in kids, and I want to make dreams come true.
Nice. And if you want to check out some of George Hancock's music, he's actually on iTunes, so go check some of his tracks.
Support local talent.
Sure, David. Anyway, while we're on the subject of entertainment, let's check out our guys, Adam and Bailey, for, like, tea times.
What's going on, Stanford High? Today, we got a... Adam, started.
What do you want?
Adam, okay. Today we're in a different little place of scenery here, because we got something fried. Ooh, cheers. Throw some cheers in there. Okay, so something fried, gang. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, going left from right.
Who are these people? Wait. So that's you first, Ben.
That's me?
Yeah.
Unless it's
left to right, he said.
I'm technically left to right if the camera.
Oh,
like camera left to right or me left to right?
Yeah, which left to right?
It's tea time.
All right, you guys all know the. All right. So, and what type of music is that again?
I would describe it as psychedelic folk rock blues jam band music. So you know.
Is that food?
The usual.
Bailey, do something.
I got you, fam. Oh, hold up. There's tape on the back of this mic. This thing has no wire.
You got a problem?
It's not on.
Bailey, it's Bluetooth.
Alright, so I'm a little curious. Where do you guys practice your music? Do you have like a studio or something?
Yeah, after Cam kicked us out of his garage because it got pretty cold, I took us to my basement, and we call that the space capsule.
To be fair, they did pour antifreeze on my mom's car, so it wasn't my fault that we got kicked out.
Well, that's just because they were cold.
Alright, so in true tea time fashion, we're here to talk about some upcoming music. So what does Something Fried have for us?
So currently we're working on a song in the key of G sharp mixolydian. It's sort of like an indie jam, you know. It's very chill, relaxed, you know, nice neck pickup, guitar tone, you know, that whole kind of vibe.
Now, I've heard you guys talking about you being a jam band. For our viewers that don't know, can you elaborate on that for us?
I think Eric should answer this question.
So in a jam band, just four of us, we kind of just work off each other. Most of it's improv, and it's basically just about
talking to the mic,
being in the moment, and just kind of like finding out what to play. And it's always improv. We usually go for a couple hours at a time and just play whatever comes to our mind, really.
You saw that.
Alright guys, that's all we got for you this time on Tea Time. Go ahead and check out Something Fried's social media when you get the chance.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys. Both our Instagram and SoundCloud are @somethingfried, so be sure to check us out.
Okay, thanks, Adam and Bailey. And also, shout out to Hansel Palmo, who's been editing these Tea Time segments behind the scene.
Yeah, keep up the mediocre work, boys. So anyways, our last story isn't much of a story at all.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, so without further ado, here are the Stanford High senior girls letting the Stanford High senior boys do their makeup. Badly.
I'm using powder.
Tastes bad. Yeah. What did you put there that was dark?
It's from the thingy. Yeah. And I was trying to. Oh, yeah, sorry. Where's the lip stuff? Alright, I'll drop. Oh! That's very dark. I'll blend it. That's a beauty blender. Turn it on.
So far, none of the three of them know how to use a beauty blender. You look so excited.
This is gonna be so good.
Or what?
Oh yeah,
Profile. Other side. Okay.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Morantz, and I'm here to judge these three. So I'd say in third place was, sorry, it was Nick Giant.
Wow.
In second place, I'd have to give it to Scout Krupa. So that means in first place, I'm giving it to Jake Yearman. Yay!
You're in last place.
That's all we have for today, Stanford High. Only 2 more editions left of Connection Time News until summer.
Seriously? But that means this is our last time hosting.
I know, it's really sad, but we had a great time bringing you news, Stanford High.
We hoped you enjoyed watching us. I'm Nicole Aware.
And I'm David Marrero.
Thanks for watching.
Well, Roundtable reporters recently uncovered...
We're in West Howell. Whoop, whoop. Is West Hill better than us, you think, sir?
Hi. Hi, my name's Toy. I have a basketball game tomorrow. Well, I'm a point guard. I got shoe game. Nah.